Okay, so happy Friday. Happy quarantine Friday. Officially for me, it has been 6 weeks that I've been in the house. Not really been in the house completely, gone out for a walk. It's gorgeous outside. It's so beautiful outside. It really is. Um, okay, so tomorrow, which is Saturday, we are doing, all of the muscular dystrophy families have gotten together, and we've all kind of band together as one big huge team, and we're all raising money for muscular dystrophy, which is a great cause. It's a movement cause. It's a virtual, obviously we're doing this virtually, so we're spreading some love, and we are collecting funds for muscular dystrophy families, because this is what we need to do. A lot of the commitments as part of the Muscular Dystrophy Association haven't been able to be fully. Obviously, they've not been able to commit, and a lot of money has been lost by a lot of different nonprofits. And MDA is one of the biggest ones that I know of that I've been involved with for years. And they do a lot of good in the community. And they don't just have offices in one state, they have offices and care centers all over the country, throughout the United States. And they do a lot of money. A lot of money is committed to research, but all of that has been brought to a halt because if you don't have the money, you can't do research. If you don't have the money, who's going to provide the services through the care centers? Who's going to be, as it is, a lot of the employees have been furloughed. And unfortunately, that's the way it is. MDA runs like a business, even though it's a nonprofit. It does have to be run like a business. And that's the only way that the services and everything get to the families that have muscular dystrophy. If we don't raise money, it's not going to happen. So I've joined the movement. We're going to do it's going to be a 12-hour marathon on tomorrow, starting, I believe, at noon, and then it's going to midnight. It's part of a 24-hour, almost like a Muscle for Movement or Movement for MDA virtual telethon. So that's really where we're at this point. I've already raised, well, thanks to two generous donors, I've already raised $115, which is really, amazing. Amazing. That was within the first half an hour of putting the link up. So if anybody is listening to the video and they want to go and donate, I can put the link up. The link is up in the Instagram, and the link is up on my private Facebook page. I believe I put it out there on Twitter as well. Trying to think what else. I can put the link on the Lighted Up Green for Muscular Dystrophy page if you're following. If you're not, please follow. Give us a like. We are close to 3,000 followers. We are about 20 likes away from 3,000, which is pretty exciting. I've been doing a lot of work behind the scenes as far as Lighted Up Green is concerned. A lot of things that I'm waiting on. This whole virus thing has derailed a lot of what I've wanted to do this year because, people aren't working the way they were before. So unfortunately, this year, I don't think there's going to be any lightings, and I don't think there's going to be any proclamations this year. Just because of the timing of this lovely virus and what it's doing to people and their lives. It's wrecking their lives. Literally. We are pretty lucky. We have everything we need for David, thank God. We've worked like this for years, so we've, in a sense, have prepared more or less for all of this. But I will tell you this, it is a gorgeous day out here today, and if there's anything good that's come out of this, it's, spending more time with our families, which is most important, recognizing that our health is very important, because if you're not healthy, you can't do what you want to do anyway, so you might as well take care of your health. I'm going to pan this around so that way you can see how beautiful it is out here today. We are in sunny South Florida. It poured yesterday like crazy, but I'm going to flip this around if I can. I don't know if I can. Hold on. Nope. I don't know how to do this. If I look at this, no, it's not going to let me pan around. All right, so I'm just going to turn around. So look at that sky. I mean, I realize I'm inside the enclosure and stuff, but I mean, we really do live in paradise. We are very, very lucky. I'm very grateful. I'll just come out here so you can see how really beautiful, not a cloud in the sky. Right? Not a cloud in the sky, not a person around. Well, I don't hate it. So, most of you that know me know that I try to do everything that I can possibly do to increase awareness for all the muscular dystrophies. This is not just about Duchenne or SMA or spinal I already said SMA, or any of the others. It's for all of them. And when we light landmarks green, we do it with the purpose so that way we can not only increase funding and increase the ability to do research, but you increase the visibility of all of our families that are out there. And, you know, right now, I think that a lot of people, due to this virus, are really starting to recognize what exactly we deal with every day. Those of us that have family members that are chronically ill, we go through this isolation thing all the time. We self-isolate, we socially distance, we, keep David away from almost everything. I mean, he's been exposed to a lot. I mean, he went to regular school, he's had all of his vaccinations. We're not anti-vax or anything like that, but I'm also not pro any of that stuff either. And everybody has their reasons why they do what they do, and I'm not even going to get into that discussion because this is not the purpose of this video. Purpose of this video is the fact that we are doing this movement for MDA, and we are trying to raise money for research because MDA is one of those organizations that donates a lot of money to that research, and a lot of the drugs that are coming forth to treat some of the muscular dystrophies, especially Duchenne, ALS. There are a multitude of all the different muscular dystrophies, limb girdle. I mean, they have so many research projects going on right now, and we just can't afford to not take care of that, to not put it out there and put it forward. And all of our families together, I think, can do that through this virtual marathon that we're going to do starting tomorrow. Like I said, if you watch live on Facebook, and if you're friends with me, you can see that I'll take the live, I'll put the link up to the live Facebook on the Light It Up Green page and bring some of that, because we're going to do a Zoom interview. It's a whole lot of stuff going on, and it's even, I'm new to Zoom. I've never done Zoom before. I did my first Zoom meeting, which was yesterday, and it takes you a few minutes to get used to the newer technology. But what if we didn't have this technology? What if I wasn't able to record this video and I wasn't able to put it out there in social media? How would anybody know? We'd be back to standing on the corner with a sign. Not that that's totally a bad thing, but you really don't want to have to do that. With social media, it's brought everything so much to the forefront. And thank God we have the ability to do something in social media to make things happen. I don't know. There's been a lot going on. I'm sure that everybody's had their ups and downs over the weeks. It's been a little crazy. It's been a little, I've been out of work for 6 weeks. Probably going to be, by the time I go back to work, it may be the end of May, because of what I do. There's always close contact with patients, and it's not always it's not advisable at this time to be doing that. And we're trying to go by the CDC guidelines, and we're trying to go by the dental guidelines. We're trying to go by all the guidelines, but man, it's a process. It really is a process. So I haven't recorded a video in a long time, so I apologize for talking so long. I've been in contact with people, via text and via, FaceTime and all that. But, it just really takes a toll. And I know you all are used to hearing me talk about stuff. The other side is, what's come out of this is, like I said, families are spending more time with families. But, some of us are downright terrified that, someone, we can't let anybody in our homes because, God forbid, they bring that crap to us. And then what happens? Then we have to deal with the fallout. And that's part of the reason why, they've done this whole stay-at-home order. Everybody wants to get back to work, and I agree. People are really suffering as far as small businesses, and it's tough on a lot of people. A lot of my friends are out of work. I have my job, but, all of us have been furloughed. So we're just like, and then, unemployment. I haven't heard from unemployment. I haven't gotten anything in 6 weeks. To those of you out there that think that, we're staying home and we're getting all this money, honey, that ain't the truth. I'm speaking from experience. I've never had to collect unemployment in my life. And this is a first for a lot of people. A lot of people have worked their whole lives and they've never been out of work. I've always had another job. I've never, with the exception of, a couple of hurricanes that knocked us out of the park for like, a week or two. That's really it, But some people aren't even that lucky. Some people are having to really like go on food lines and stuff. And this is no joke. We got to get people back to work, but we need to do it safely and we need to do it smart. So, I don't know, I'm just rambling here because, whatever is coming to my mind. But my intent really with this video was to talk about the virtual marathon or telethon that we're going to do. David will be interviewed probably sometime tomorrow afternoon as part of all the young adults, because David is a young adult, being 26, and some of his other friends that have similar muscular dystrophies or the same muscular dystrophies, they were all in their 20s now. I know these kids since they were babies. So it's kind of really really emotional and really cool. Sorry. To see them flourish on their own. So, one of our adults, he wrote a book. These young adults are moving and shaking the world, and I think it's pretty awesome. Some of them have started their own businesses. David started his own YouTube. He's starting to make a little bit of money. If anybody orders something through his link, he gets 8% of that. So if anybody, wants to, whatever, if you're going to order on Amazon, then, you do what you do, and that's fine. But anyway, so if you can follow the links, and if you want to watch live on Facebook, go ahead and do that. If you'd like to donate through, like I said, through the link, just copy that URL off the Instagram and go on there and donate. Or message me and I could send you the link and then you can donate. I don't care, $5, $10, it doesn't matter. It all adds up. I understand that people are out of work and I get that. But if you can afford to donate, please do. Our link, we started our own donor page. It's David and I on there. So whoever you'll donate to us as a team. But then that team money goes to the bigger team, and then it goes to MDA. None of it goes to us per se. So we're trying to raise as much money as we can for MDA and try and keep, MDA's been around a long time. Even the firefighters have not been able to go out and collect, and the firefighters are usually, they raise thousands and thousands. I mean, I wanted to say thousands. I want to say they raise a couple of $1 million a year, and they've not been able to go out with the boot. I mean, because it's not been safe for them, and it's not been safe for anyone. I mean, and they're on the job all the time, and they're facing this virus monster down, even though things are getting better. More and more people have recovered. More and more people are going home from hospitals, thank God. But there's a lot of people that weren't so lucky, and a lot of people that passed away. Thousands of people around the world. And I'm not even going to get into all that, because that opens up a whole other can of worms of what I think about that. But, I've had patients that have passed away, that I got word that they passed away, and it's really, really sad. Really sad. I mean, these are patients that I've treated for 20 plus years. And it's really not right. But anyway, we're trying to spread the love, and my little catchphrase is spread love like a virus, virtually. So go on the link, donate. I'm not going to bore you with too much more today. But I'll come back on. I'll do another video. Maybe I'll do a live video tomorrow. But the whole point is to raise money for MDA right now, and that's what we're going to do. So I hope you're having a wonderful Friday. It's a gorgeous Friday here. I hope it's beautiful where you are. And I'll catch you soon. Thanks. Bye.